guys, I'm going to go through some of my diabetes supplies. First, I'm going to do my PDM. So this talks to my insulin pump and tells it the 24-hour amount of insulin. So that is basically, there's an amount of insulin going through the pump through my body at all times. And then also I can check my blood sugar with this. And with that, so what I do is, this is a test strip, and this goes into the meter like this. And I have these everywhere. They're all over. If you know me and I hang out with you, they're all over your house too. They're in your car, they're in your backpack, they're at school on the floor, they're in my backpack, they're on the floor, they're in my purses, they're everywhere. So I'm not too good at putting them away, but they fall out also, so they're everywhere. So to do that, I test my blood sugar with this. So what's inside, I'm gonna get a new one. This is what's inside. This is a lancet. So you just screw this little thing off, and it's a tiny, tiny needle. Like, you can barely see it. It's really small. So that goes in here. So that goes in here. I'm actually gonna change this because it's gold, which is really gross. You're supposed to change it every time, and sometimes I forget. So with this, you can dial, there's numbers, you can dial, like, it's not working, but you can dial it to how hard you want it to prick you. So you just pull it back, and I do it in my arm. I don't know if you can see, I've got like scar tissue here because I do it so much there. I'm supposed to, most people do it in their fingers, but I just don't like doing it with my fingers because it hurts really bad, and then your fingers look all weird, which I guess I prefer my fingers to look like this than my arm because that shows up in pictures, but whatever. So I pull this back and I press this button. I press this button and it goes and tests my blood, which I then, so let's say I test my blood sugar, I put this test strip in, I put it where the blood is, and it tells me what my blood sugar is. So this is my insulin that I put in the pump. This is Humalog. So it just comes in this little bottle. I also have these, they're insulin pens. So this is a different type of insulin that I don't really use anymore, but I keep these in my purse with extra pumps. And these you can just kind of twist to what you need and then push it in. And normally you'd put like a small needle on top of it, but I just keep these because they're really easy to use when I'm out. And let's say I'm out at dinner or at a friend's and my pump goes off and says, oh, you need to change it. It's easier for me to carry around one of these than a bottle. And when these break, it smells like a hospital. Like, it's horrible. Like, if these ever break, everyone's like, they freak out because it smells exactly like a hospital, which no one really likes. I don't like it. It doesn't remind me of fun, happy times. So this is my insulin pump, and I'll show you what's inside. So what's inside is the pump itself. So it's really small. You can put it on your stomach, you can put it on like the back of your arm, you can put it on your thigh. Anywhere there's some kind of fat, you can put it. I like to put it on my stomach because you can't really see it. And there's some fat there, obviously, so it doesn't really hurt. Because I used to put it on my hip, and there wasn't as much like fat, and you could feel the needle go in and the cannula go in, which I really didn't like. So this is that. It's a big sticker, and you just peel this off. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to waste this pump, but you peel it off. So this hole right here, I would use this. So it comes with a syringe. You screw the top on, and that needle is also really small, but I'm not injecting myself with this. So I fill this up with 200 units of insulin, and then I use it and push it in to right here. So then that fills up my pump with insulin, and that lasts about 3 days. So then I have 3 days or until it runs out, I have insulin in my body. And then the last thing is this, a juice box. This has saved my life millions of times. Normally I get Juicy Juice, but these are just as good. So having a juice box, I always have a juice box in my backpack, in my purse, in my car. It's kind of gross if I need it in my car because it gets really warmed up and heated and it doesn't taste good. But if you need it, you need it. But this is also very important to have on hand. So if you have any more questions, let me know.